All right, day one of my 1971 Triumph Bonneville project. Just acquired the bike this weekend. Towed it down from Dallas. It's actually in pretty good shape. It's better shape than I thought it would be. So it runs. The owner said it runs. Obviously the wiring harness looks like a rat's nest at the moment, but he did run kind of a stopgap solution there that bypassed a lot of the harness. So the engine does run, the timing apparently is good, and it turns over freely just fine, so that's a plus. But you can see beyond that, a decent amount of work to be done. It's been sitting for quite some time, so I don't know if you can see in the video, but the tires have started to split and crack from sitting uninflated for so long. So the tires are gonna have to be replaced, obviously. The whole thing needs to be cleaned up from beginning to end, from front to end here like this. So you can see it's got a dirt and some like leakage here like this, and some rust, some surface rust, not too bad. We've got to clean the whole thing up. The pipes are actually factory heads that had the muffler removed right here. So I think we're actually just going to put on some TT style pipes like this. Maybe some repainting needs to be done. I'm going to put on new shocks in the back here like that to give it a little bit more stiffness. Run this like a cafe. The seat itself actually is in pretty good shape. I think it's original. If you know if it's not, you can hit me up in the comments. Just a small little tear there, which I can get like a vinyl repair kit and go over that real quick. But for a 51-year-old bike, I'd be impressed if that was the original seat. Obviously missing the battery covers just here like this. The pod filters will tell you how long this has been sitting out, because they've basically just rusted solid. So I've already ordered some new pod filters for this. It's got the Amal carbs, obviously a dual carb setup since it's a Bonneville and not a Tiger. Wrapped pipes, they're not badly wrapped actually, they're wrapped pretty well, so not bad at all. A lot of the rubbers are kind of deteriorating like this, so I might go over them and replace these bad boys. As I said, the harness is where all the work is. Yeah, that's kind of a lost cause. So what we're gonna do with that is take the whole harness out. I've actually already got one ordered from Lucas to just do a factory replacement of the whole harness. Here's the front end too. The headlight's off, so I can get at the wiring and everything, but it seems to be just fine. Actually, the brakes still have good brake pressure. I used it to get down the ramp when I bought the bike. And actually, let me come around this way. There we go. I believe this is accurate. On the title, it reflects something very close to this. So it looks like there's less than 7,000 miles on this bike. For a 51-year-old bike, is actually pretty legit, and it's got what appear to be the original Smith's gauges. So I'm really stoked about that as well. The tank itself is in pretty good shape. It looks like it's got a little bit of paint loss and surface rust on the front. I'm not a fan of this red, which I also don't believe it was a factory color for 71. So probably replace that. I kind of want to go with like a British racing green. I also have this cool aluminum tank that came with the bike just over here. So I might run that instead. We'll see. But if we look down here, here's more of this kind of train wreck of a wiring harness down here. Once again, kind of the rubber deteriorating a little bit like this. Engine needs a good clean, obviously, like so. I'll drain everything out. This is the first year, of course, of the oil and frame setup. So here we are with the where the frame, kind of the frame tank holds it there. But obviously, battery. I'll replace the battery here too. But it's got its coils back here and everything like that. So it could be a lot worse actually, and obviously very, very dirty, but that's fixable. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty stoked. It's a really good start to this project. As I said, it supposedly already runs, so it's just a matter of making sure everything's cleaned up and ready to go. But yeah, my son and I are going to be doing a lot of work on this. As I said, the first part that I've ordered for this is actually these, because it was cheap. So I've already ordered replacement pod filters. I'm going to replace a lot of the piping and the tubing here because it's deteriorated as well. I don't want to run any gas leaks, and it's a really small filter. I'll probably replace the gas filters too, or the petrol filters. But yeah, give it a good clean. Throw some new tires on there, probably some new pipes, and yeah, I think this thing will cut a good line when she's done. So, and her name is Emma. We decided to give her a really proper British sounding name. So this is Emma, my 71 Triumph Bonneville.